What's good? It's your boy Alex here, back with another video. It's gonna be a little different from what we normally upload on this channel. Usually it's gaming videos, but today I'm gonna be talking about the NBA and who the real GOAT of the NBA is. So hopefully you enjoy these type of videos. I've been thinking about making this a series, but honestly I don't know yet. I'm still debating on that, but hope you enjoy. Throughout the decades the NBA has been around, it has had its fair share of dominant and influential players. We as fans always had our emotions for the game and its players thrown around like a roller coaster. The topic of the NBA lives and breathes everywhere in the world. One topic reigns at the top for most talked about and most arguable, and that is who is the NBA's greatest of all time. You immediately thought of MJ or LeBron, maybe even Bill Russell or Kareem, or Duncan and Kobe. I don't know, but you thought of one of those in your head. With the thought of those players, you also thought about how many rings one has. The most debated players in this discussion, though, are LeBron and Jordan. With the GOAT discussion, one always compares the amount of rings that a player has, and that determines who the GOAT is in most people's cases. But if that's the case, then Bill Russell is the GOAT. Then one would bring out the competition the players had and their stats throughout their career. Well, that would be rather hard to determine who really is the GOAT then. Crazy thing is, you don't even need stats or awards to determine who the GOAT is. They all were without a doubt ahead of their time. They all dominated and have the right to be in discussion for the greatest of all time. Don't get me wrong, they deserve the respect they get. But with that being said, in my eyes, I know people aren't going to agree with this, but I'm still going to say it anyways. The GOAT of the NBA, with all due respect to anyone's opinions, cannot be determined. You simply can't make that decision. Yes, you could bring up stats and rings and awards, bring up anything you want, but the matter of the fact is that the NBA has without a doubt changed drastically since it first started out, and because of all these changes it has affected the GOAT discussion. Each era of the NBA has had its most dominant players, but it is way different from one another. You can't possibly decide who the greatest player of all time is because of how much the league has changed. Make the debate that MJ is still superior to LeBron or anyone else because I know that's what most people are still going to say, but you can't make that debate. You just don't know exactly how a legend from back then would do in modern day NBA. It's changed that much. The introduction of the three-point shot and how teams started to utilize it in modern day basketball changed the course for that discussion. Any position on the court will be taught how to shoot the ball, something that was around back then but not as effective as it is in today's NBA. The physical aspect of the NBA is so different from back then. You can't make any little contact with anyone, you just can't be physical anymore. The league is just continuing to evolve into something different every year. It's changed a lot, which prevents there from being a greatest of all time, but the greatest of their era. If you look at any other sport, they have not evolved as much as the NBA has. In those sports, you could still make the argument of who the GOAT is, but as far as that goes, the GOAT discussion for the NBA isn't valid thanks to the evolution of the NBA from back then to now.